We are a governance, health and human rights NGO whose vision is a society free from torture and related violations. IMLU's work is fostered by a holistic approach that includes litigation, medical and psychosocial rehabilitation, socio-economic empowerment, oversight of government compliance with human rights obligations, and advocacy of political, legal, and institutional reforms that promote accountability, healing, and justice. In 2021, IMLU equipped 30 police officers in 2 police stations on Standard Operating Procedures (SOPs) in preventing and response to sexual and gender-based violence, which resulted in notable enhanced professionalism with regards to response to GBV in Kongoni and Mukurweini stations. 77 cases of GBV were reported across the 2 stations, most of which were well processed effectively by the well-capacitated officers. 82% of the cases are processed before court, while 11% were pending under investigation. We also supported emerging innovative and creative interventions with respect to human rights response and policing. As a result, a committee of HRDs was formed in Kisumu, and they established a local situation room to monitor, document and report human rights violations by the state in preparation for the elections. They further established a toll-free line to receive human rights violation cases for referral. There's also a better understanding of the channels to report cases of GBV and heightened advocacy on the need to report criminal cases to the police and not solve them at the community courts. Lastly, we trained the National Police Service officers on public order management and standard operating procedures on GBV response and management. The 195 officers were drawn from 13 police stations in 4 counties, namely Kisumu, Nakuru, Nyeri and Isiolo. One major highlight reported by 2 officers commanding stations that were trained, Mukurweini and Kisumu Central, was that they managed to disperse a planned political rally without use of force and any violence, but through sensitization to the conveners. The police also acted more professionally and with restraint in handling election-related violence in the just concluded general election in Kisumu and other areas. In the next 2 years, we commit to leverage the gains made to achieve citizen-driven accountability in policing and increase public confidence in policing services. We also commit to increase police professionalism and competence in handling sexual and gender-based violence cases. Lastly, we plan to increase collaboration among criminal justice actors to improve access to justice to victims and survivors of torture. We would like to thank the Swedish Embassy and Diakonia Sweden for their strategic partnership, the National Police Service for their collaboration and embracing change, and the community policing committees for their commitment to long-standing partnership between them and the police.